Good afternoon and hello and good evening or whenever you're looking at this video. We're back again and my name is Frank Taylor and I'm here to talk about secrets to success. Today we're going to talk about following through and how you can follow through. A lot of that's going to take on your part. Following through on what God has called you to do in your craft and walking in your lane is very, very important. And what do I mean by that? Well, following through is something that you don't want to actually feel as if you were not doing. In other words, you want to make sure that you're following through in the sense of making sure you're serious. A lot of times, what I've learned is that sometimes it may not happen right then. Let's say you are a stylist or a makeup artist or a photographer or something of that sort. A lot of times we want it right then and there. But then what happens is that it's not going to happen right then and there because a lot of people wait around and see whether you're going to be consistent with what you're trying to do and what your lane is and what you're called to do. When you walk in your greatness, no matter what you got to do, if you're working at FedEx or if you're working somewhere else on the side, you know this is what you're called to do. And at the end of the day, you want to maintain that no matter what. You can have that 9 to 5. It's okay. But when you see your way clear of that, you want to make sure that you move forward and walk in your truth. A lot of times we get discouraged because it's not happening so quickly. I'm going to tell you, started in the music business since 1989. I've said this before with you guys. It didn't happen for me until a few years down the road. And you got to understand, if this is what you're called to do, I promise you, if you keep doing it, something's going to break. And that's why I keep doing these videos for all of you who keep asking me, well, how did you make it? How did you get success? And what it took for you to get to that point? And that's why I'm doing this for all of you. And I email it to you, go to YouTube, and you can see this. A lot of times we give up. I have been in events and said to myself, you know what? People walked out, and I've said this before, and I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and continue on doing it because every year we have the showcase at the Rialto Theater every year. Every year. This is the 21st year. I've been doing it 21 years. People came through like Monica, 112, Jagged Edge. So many people came through that B5. You guys know they started out as nobody, and they came through my event. And guess what? Because I kept going, because I kept moving and keep doing this, it was a huge success. And now people are expecting it. I think one of the most important things, I had this young lady who called me on the phone. She said, I live in Clearwater, Florida. And she said to me, she said, I came to one of your shows when I was 9 years old. And she says, I'm 18 now. And she says, I'm an artist and I want to be in your show. That made me feel really good. She said, my cousin was in the event. Why is it that I keep doing it? Because you never know who you're going to touch. You never know who is watching your life. People don't read their Bibles. People don't read anymore. They watch your life, and your life becomes who and what they want to be. That's why I want you to keep going and being consistent at what you're doing. I keep harping on the same things because I wanted to get in your head and realize that time that you stopped and the main time you said, I want to give up. Let's say you are, let's say what Evan do here, our video guy. Let's say you're one of those people. The main time, you may not have work today, but that don't mean tomorrow you may not have work. And what you've got to realize, because I kept going and because I kept doing it, I made it because that 1 year that I didn't stop and said, you know what, I'm going to put this on the side because I got to make money and work and just work a 9 to 5. Because I did not do that, guess what? I blew up and I made it happen. And that's what I want you guys to understand. Today I plan to have a guest, but guess what? They didn't show up on time. And so we continue on with what we've been talking about. Next week we will have a guest. Probably Mr. Tango Red or Jock is going to be here as our guest next week. But I'm looking at bringing in more guests and letting you hear their testimonies on how they got started and what they're doing. And we're only doing this to encourage you entrepreneurs and people who are starting their own business to let you know that no matter what you do, times may seem a little bleak right now, but I promise you, God will plant somebody in your way to make things happen, to open that door for you as well. And I want you to keep doing it. Don't forget, if you've got a calling, please feel free to call us. Our lines are open 404-685-8555. Feel free to call us anytime. Again, we've got that acting classes coming up. Just talked to Sean Middlebrooks, gentleman who works with Tyler Perry in casting. I was talking with him about doing classes here as well. We've got a workshop coming up with Mr. Victor Love and Miss Crystal Mims dealing with publicists. All of that is going to be going down right here at Taylor Music Group at 2195 DeVore Avenue. And I want you guys to make sure that you come through and follow in the things that you're supposed to be doing. And if that's the acting, singing, or whatever it is, if you're a producer, whatever that is, I want you to be a part of what we're doing here at Taylor Music Group. And we can help you in any way I can. That's what I want to do, because I feel like that's my purpose, to actually now give back. I tell somebody all the time, we are blessed to be a blessing to you guys, and that's what I'm here for. So I'm going to wrap this thing up. Next time, look for somebody while they're with me here, I guess, or something. But I want you to remember, follow everything that God has, your purpose, walk in your greatness, walk in your lane if you want to talk street talk, but stay focused and don't let fear attack your mind thinking that, you know what, I'm here by myself. Nobody in Atlanta but me. This can't happen because Atlanta can be cliquish. Well, no, you gotta just find that click and just keep going and keep doing it. Just remember that. And next week, I'm gonna have some testimonies here. Someone sharing with you, how did I make it? What happened? Why did I keep going? Y'all be blessed. I'll see you next time. Thank you again for watching this video.